Welcome, friends from all over the world. Our live streaming will officially begin in some short time. Feel free to sign in and let us know your name. We will mention an effort to enhance our connection. So just type your name in the chat box. So we are seeing a presence of Raptor. We are seeing the presence of Sophia. It's very good. It's very good to see most of you are present here. For better observing this session, we have discussed yesterday too in our last live streaming session that please prepare a pen and a paper for note taking to live stream. This live streaming is a problem oriented, so please engage actively. Let's get started, guys. So, first, let me introduce myself. My name is Aditya, and I am your live streaming analyst for today. I am your live streaming analyst for today. Uh, with 7 years of experience in financial market, I specialize in trading strategies using fundamental analysis, which have been proven to pick up the stocks from high value stocks which can grow a lot, right? And I trade in diverse segments like equities, like derivatives, commodities, and metals. I have managed portfolios worth over 100 crores and have guided countless clients to achieve consistent profit in their investment. Please type your trading aspiration on the screen. Yesterday also we have known about the trading aspiration. Please type your trading aspiration on the screen, guys. So we have a short-term trader, we have an intraday trader, and also we have the long-term trader here, right? So does anyone know how to do, like we have previously asked many of you about the short term trading, right? About the multi-bagger stocks. We have been discussing about that. We have also asked few questions for all of the client viewers. For those who are not present, I'm just repeating this question so that you are well aware of it. So we asked, can you make money by trading? So many of the peoples here replied, yes, we can make money, and somewhere in doubts. And we explained them how we can make money, right? By knowing the operator strategy, operator positions in the stock. Also, we have asked question, do you know how to pick good stocks? We have explained about that. Also, we have been talking about the logic behind picking up the stock, right? What is the logic behind picking up the stock? Also, we have been asking question to all of the viewers, what is stocks, what's the factor, what drives the stock from low point to high point? So we have been talking about the factors as well. Also, we have been talking about the funding, how the funding comes, how the operator works and takes the stock from low point to high point. So we were talking about that too. Now we will be having. Yesterday, we have talked about the main funds operator working in the stock, and we have seen how they are making the position. And today, we will be looking how what is the cost and what is the position size they are making, how the operators influence stock prices. Right, we will know their insights on the positioning and cost. So just be active. We will go through and make you aware, right? So just look at here. The what is the difference between main players and the retail investors? What are the difference between main players and retail investor? Just have a look. We have a market details for it, the retail investor behavior and the main behavior. So we have a clear direction. Just look at it. The difference between main players and retail investors have a clear direction. None, they don't. Retail investor have not a clear direction as of now. And main behavior, right? The main behavior talking about operator behavior. They have the clear direction. Just look at it. They have the clear direction. They can they can make the they can make the screen more. So just let me use the uh, So here we can see they have a clear direction. Main fund behavior have a clear direction. K line size for the retailers, we see it's a very small, right? It's a small. That doesn't, the retailers cannot push the stock continuously, and it cannot make K line much higher. The candlestick size we are talking about. But if we talk about the operators have a very big candlestick appearing, very big K line, and it's keeps on increasing when the operators make position on it. So these are the few things we have to look on it. If you look about the oscillation range, it's quite small for the retail investors. So and in terms of main behavior, you talked about, if you talk about oscillation range of main behavior, it's quite big. So we have, it's a big, and now talking about the continuity, it's very weak. Retail investors continuity is very weak. It cannot continue its momentum to a very long, it has to be stopped somewhere. So talking about continuity, the retail investors have a continuity very small. So just have a very clear idea about that. And talking about the K line strength, right? Talking about the K line strength, it's very short, and for the main behavior, it's very long. We have talked about the length of the K line, right? Retail investors have a very small K line, and whereas main behavior have a very big K line, the candlestick, right? And how many shadows? The retail investors behavior have a long shadows, and there is a very short shadow in it. So these are the difference we are seeing here. Now just have a look. We will go. So how main players are there? We are talking about the trading player. In terms of trading volume, how we can identify the main players are there or not, right? So we will just go more deep into it and understand, is there any presence of main fund and how they are making highs. So just have a look how main players are there in terms of trading volume. We are talking about in terms of trading volume, right? So talking about trading volume, volume and color have nothing to do with it. So just look at it. Volume and color have nothing to do with it. I will explain with some examples so that you are better observe. So just look at the chart, right? We will have a stock from the RBL Bank, right? So let's have a look in terms of volume. So these are the volume we are having. Just have a look, right? So this is the volume for RBL Bank we are having. So, and it has a many color, right? It has a many color in it. Just we will accumulation and distribution. So this will be best explained in terms of volume. Just have a look. We have a green and red volume appearing here, right? We can see the green and red volume appearing here. It has nothing to do with with its operation, right? It has nothing to do with it. So volume and color doesn't play any role while we are watching into the main fund's cost. It's just they are making a volume high that doesn't create a main fund in it. So just have a look. Secondly, we were talking about, right? We were talking about, so just look at it. Secondly, we were talking about volume, size, and locations are related. So volume, size, locations are related. So just have a look. Volume, size, and location are related. So just have a look. If to find the presence of main funds, we will see, are there any like volume, size, and locations are there or not. So just have a look on it. And thirdly, we need the requirement, volume requirement is large and tight. So we just have an example regarding that. How does it creates on that, right? Good stock do not wash out deeply for long periods of time. So just have a look. Good stocks do not wash out deeply for long period of time. So just have a look from this. It is creating a Wi-Fi pattern. The volume keeps on decreasing, keeps on increasing, right? It keeps on increasing from, like, they've started making position, the operators have started making position at this point. Just have a look at this point. The operator have started making position and it has started increasing from this to level this. Just have a look. And in terms of B, looking in terms of B, we can see they are making position 1 1 1, and again they are making again they are using and making it more high, right? So they have started making their position and have increased their stock to a more high. Just have a look. I will just make a, just have a look here. They have started increasing, right? They have started increasing their position from, they have started making position here and here. Just have a look. They have started making position, and the three candles they are have made their positions, and now it has, the volume has started increasing. It's showing a sign of main fund. They have to be at a larger volume, not a small volume. They are making positions a larger volume, and then again the extra large volumes have started appearing here. Just have a look. Extra large volume has started appearing here. And in terms of B, if you look at in terms of B, just have a look. We are having volumes which is constant, right? And again there has been large volume appearing here. So just we will make sure, right, just we will make sure that what we are using it. uh, just have a look. At this point they are at 1, right? They are at 1. So just we will have a look at here. I will just remove it. So just have a look. They have started making position at this point. Again, at this point, they are making a cost. Suppose if you take cost as a 1, which is a starting cost for them, they have started making position here. And thirdly, we have a cost here. Fourthly, now we have 1 1 1 as a cost, right? So it cumulates to 3, and now we have a cost of 2 rupees, and now we have a cost for 3 rupees, and again we have a cost for 4 rupees. So we have a cost for it. Just have a look. We have a cost as 1 1 1 2 3 4. The total outcome to be 1 plus 1 plus 1 3 plus 2. So we'll just add this up. Plus 2 will be 5, 5 plus 3 will be 8, and 8 plus 4, what will be the cost? 8 plus 4 will be 8 plus 4 will be 12. So total cost comes out to be 12, and in between that they have made the total of 1 2 3 4 5 6. So they have made 6 positions, right? So just divide them up. We will come equal to 2 rupees, right? We are taking an average, so the total cost is at around 2. Now just have a look for this in terms of B, right? They are making position at 1 1 1 1, and they have suddenly increased their position to 4, right? They have started making their increase in it, and now suddenly they are seeing an increase in their price. So if we talk about it, right, just have a look. They have started making position at 1 rupees, at 1 rupees, 1 rupees, and 1 rupees. So total force, and they have just added that up and made the position high at a higher volume, 4 times higher volume than the previous one. So there has been sudden increase in it. Now if we calculate the total cost of it, right, if we calculate the total cost of it, it comes out to be, what is the total cost? 1 plus 1 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 and 4 plus 4 8. So this is the total cost of it, and we have a 5 position made by operator. So just have a look, 5 position have been made by operator. So what will be the total what will be the total cost of the operator? So it will be around 1.6. So which stock is making a cheaper price for the operator? So just have a look, it's a that is making a cheaper cost for the operators, which is at 2, and it's 1.6 which is making a cheaper cost for the operators. Obviously this stock where they have created positions at a lower volume, right, at a stagnant volume, they are making a price cheaper for the stocks, right, they are making the price cheaper for the stocks at rupees 2. So just have a look, they are making it cheaper and making it more attractive for the operators to take the stock high. So they have a cheaper cost in it. So it has a B. Now we will analyze that in the stock too. Either they are making this position in terms of Wi-Fi like 111, 2, 3, 4. The increase has been constant or the increase has been sudden. They have started making position previously in terms of volume and suddenly there has been a spike, right? So we have to look into it. Now when they make this position, what they do more chips and low cost. They require more chips and low cost. So what they do, the suction cup interval is deep and the washing time is long, right? And thirdly, the large lifting space and high fluency. What do we understand by this? What they usually do, they acquire more chips at lower cost. So they make a tend to fall in the stock, and the volumes also keep increasing for the operators. Like the volumes also keeps increasing for the operator in terms of, if you look at the washing out meaning, for those who don't know, I will just explain the meaning of washing out. So what happens in washing out, that the stock price tends to keeps on decreasing for a time, and then the retailers who will be frustrated from the stock price which is decreasing or is stagnant at a similar price, they will be out from the market. And once the operator takes that position, it will take the stock to high and high, and they will make large amounts of profit. So what they do in it, it will increase to a stock to a certain high or decrease the stock, and they will make that stock stay at that position. They will consolidate that stock at the position, and retailers will be frustrated by not increase or decrease in the price, because they are neither able to sell nor make an average down while the price is falling. So what they will do, they will be out of the market due to the volatility, out of the stock, right? And then the operators will start playing their game and increase the volume deeply, and the stock price will be very high. They will take the stock price to a very high level, right? So the large lifting space and high fluency are there, the suction cup interval is steep, and washing time is very long. So whenever the operator starts making position, the washing time is very low, and then they will take the stock high and high. So this is the thing we have to look upon, right? So we have a Raptor in the house. Hi Raptor, I hope everything is good. Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope you got all of our points which we were discussing. We are discussing about how the operators take positions in the stock, and what are the techniques, and how can we identify them where they are making the position. So we have talked about this. Just have a look. We have talked how operators start making positions. The first sign of operator making position in terms of large volume is that they start making position at a level 1 and they increase their level. Suddenly there will be increase in the terms of volume 2, 3, 4. It has to be a large volume, right? It has to be a large volume, and in Secondly, we can identify the role of operators in terms of volume. It will be a large volume as well, and then they will suddenly increase the volume to extra large at a very high pace suddenly. So they will be acquiring more chips at a lower cost, and then the suction cup interval will be deep and washing time is long, and then the large lifting space, and there will be high fluency in that. So this is the thing we were discussing about that. Now, let's discuss with a proper example, right? Let's discuss with a proper example the how we can identify. So just have a look on it. Is there any presence of operator? It's another stock because the graph is not clear here. Just have a look. We'll have make another stock. Let's look at Poonawalla. To better identify the positions of operator, we have to take a stock which is trading at a good volume, right? So let's take the large stock of. So we'll make the indicator volume. So this is the volume we are able to see in Reliance, right? This is the volume we are able to see in Reliance stocks. So can you identify anyone? Can you identify the presence of main funds here? Can you identify the presence of main funds, right? Just have a look. Can you identify the presence of main funds? So now just look at an example. We were talking about when the volume keeps on low and the suddenly there has been increase in the volume, right? So just have a look. They have started they have started accumulating at this point, and the stock price is also decreasing, and there has been a wi-fi thing which we were talking about at the first a we were talking about the wi-fi, right? So they were making position at this. So now we will take the latest data of last 3 months, right? We will take the latest data of last 3 months from October till December, right? So that will make more sense. So just have a look at this position, right? So at this position, just have a look. From this position they have started making their position, right? They have started making position till this. So just have a look. They have started making position till this. So this is the positions of main fund, right? This is the position of main fund, and we will also make the horizontal line to understand what will their cost. So this is the first cost for the main funds which they have entered at 1478. So this is the position size of main funds which we have seen, right? Which we have seen in A, right? Just have a look on A. We can see they have started increasing in terms of Wi-Fi. Now the volume has started increasing in regions of Wi-Fi in terms of A. So we can see the presence of main funds here. So just have a look, right? So just have a look on it. So this is the presence of main funds, and they have started making Wi-Fi position here. Just look at it. They are making the Wi-Fi. It shows the presence of A. It shows the presence of A here. Now just have a look. Anywhere else can you see the presence of main funds where they have the volume has stayed constant and it has suddenly increased. Just have a look on it where the volume has stayed constant and then it suddenly have started increase. So here we can see that pattern, right? Here we can see that pattern where the volume has been constant, right? Where the volume has been constant and the stock has started increasing suddenly. And this is also a pattern of Wi-Fi only. From this point till this point, we can see the pattern. So just make a pattern for the another main fund entry. So this is the entry price for the main fund, right? So this is the entry price for the main fund. Just have a look. So we can see a presence of A here. So this is the presence of A which is making a Wi-Fi. So just draw it up, right? Just look at it, it's presence of Wi-Fi. So main funds have entered here, the operators have entered here, and at this point, so we'll make this A1 and A2. So what is the average price they have made entry from the price of 1275 till the price of 1221? So this is the second entry they have made. So what price they are making an entry? So just have a look. They have made entry till here, right? So this is a range from 1476 to 1220. This is the cost of main funds. We will see the recent 3 months only. If we see the recent 3 months, we will be able to identify the cost of main funds, right? So now have a look. When the fall slow, right? When the fall slow down, right? Main funds, retail investors are reluctant to sell. We were talking about the retail investors start selling here, right? Retail investors are start selling. So just have a look. When the fall was very fast, when the fall was very fast, when the fall slowed down, the retail investors started selling and the main funds entered the stock and started making position here. In terms of volume, just have a look. Main funds have started making volume, making position, and we can identify presence of main funds at this 1479 and till 1217. So this is the cost for the main fund. So just have a look. So this is the cost from point. We'll just add this up. We will just make this point as X and Y. So we'll just call this point as X, this line as X, and this line as a Y. We have already called this as A1 and A2. So from this point, starting from 1478 and till 1220, we can see the presence of main funds. And once this stock starts rising, right? Once the stock starts rising from this level, right, from this 1478, it will keeps booming. So just we have to wait for this level to come. So what will be the increase? We will see an increase in main funds from this point. So once it comes at this point, we will see a sudden increase in the stock price. So just we have to wait for the position because the main funds have made entry between X and Y. So just add that up where they have made entry. Main funds operators have made entry. Operators have made entry from X to Y. So just have a look. Operators have made entry from X to Y. The stock will boost. Where the stock will boost, we have to tell where the stock will boost, right? So just have a look on it. The stock will boost. Stock will increase after price gets breakout above 1476 where they have So stock price will start increasing once it gets a breakout above 1476. So I hope everyone is clear regarding that, right? The stock price will start increasing once it gets above 1476, and because this is the cost they have made from 1478 to 1217, they have started making position. So we have a doubt from King. I cannot see your image blocked it. I am very confused, like what you are not able to see and what you are talking about. I hope you are clear now. You are able to see what I was talking about. We are able to see the Wi-Fi pattern appearing in terms of A, which we have discussed here. Just look at it. In A, we have discussed about the Wi-Fi pattern, right? We are talking about A. So the most of the appearance we see here was at A, right? So they were seeing the pattern of A, and at secondly, there is a no pattern of B here because the volume is increasing constantly. The volume is increasing very constantly, right? So this is the pattern we are seeing, and the main funds are entering into this stock. So just have a look. We are talking about Reliance Industries Limited, and the operators have started making position at this level when the stock was falling. So we'll just have a look how this works, right? It's the fall slowdowns. Just have a look when the fall slowdowns, right? So we'll just have a look on it, how it's how they work, how they work. So we were just talking about that. I will just make you more clear. So this is the cost we were having for the main funds. Now now just look how they make positions, right? So what happens here is the fall is slowing down. So when the fall slows, just have a look. When the fall slows, we'll just add this as a, so here the fall slowdowns for main funds, right? The fall slows, and what happens after that? Then when the falls slow down, there are two things which can happen. Can anyone guess what are those two things which can happen when the fall slows down, right? So retail investors are reluctant to sell here. The retail investors are started selling here. Just look at this position. When the fall have slowed down, there was a fall from point, just name this point as just C to D. So there is a point C to D where the falls have slowed down. From C to D, the falls have slowed down. Here, what they will do, the retail investors will start selling their stock. So retail investors will start selling their stock. This will add that up. So what they will do, the retail investors are bound to sell, are reluctant to sell. Retail investors are reluctant to sell, right? So here we will see retail investors are very reluctant to sell. So retail investor will start selling their stock here at this point. So just have a look. Retail investor will start are reluctant to sell here, and secondly, we have your positions at this point. The main force will be opening that position. So just have a look. Here, main force have started opening their position when the falls have slowed down. Main force, just call them operators. Operators have started opening their position. So operators have started opening their positions. Just have a look, and retail investors have are reluctant to sell at this price. So retail investors are reluctant to sell at this price, and operators have started opening their position at this level. Now what we can do, we can, there could be two options in terms of retailers and in terms of operators. So what are the two possibilities we can see in terms of retail investors where they are reluctant to sell? Just add this up, right? We'll just make this up. So I will just make a proper arrow so that you are able to understand more of it, right? So there can be two options where the retail investors will act. So first option comes out to be, so just have a look. First option will be, there is a weak rebound happening. Just have a look. There is a weak rebound happening from here. There is a no sign of positivity when the main funds have entered. There will be a weak rebound, and the retail investors will sell their stocks. Right. So there will be a weak rebound. There will be a weak rebound. And second, what are the second option we can expect from the retail investor? The stock will start to shrink. So just have a look. The stock have started to shrink on it. Now from point of C to D, there was a fall, and the falls have slowed down, right? When the main fund started making entry, when the operators started making entry into the Reliance Industries Limited, right? There is a weak rebound where the retail investors will sell their stock, and again it will shrink to this level. Again it has started shrinking, right? Again it has started shrinking. So it will start to shrink. So just look at it, and when operators make position in it, just have a look. When operators make position in it, we will have a two example. When operators start making position on it, there will be a two possibilities which can occur. The first possibility is there will be a strong rebound and amplify a lot. So we'll just add a log. There will be a strong rebound, and they will amplify a lot. So amply amply ampl amplify a lot. So we have seen that the operators are making position at at this level, right? A1 and A2. So these are the positions of these are the positions of operators taking position at A1 and A2. Just look at the pattern. It's continuously increasing and making a pattern of Wi-Fi at this position and at A2 position, and they have made their position at X. Starting from here, just look at this. This is the position they have started making. I just want to make sure you understand. So these are the position when started operator started making position, which is at cost of 1477, and this is the second position they are making their entry in. So it is also in terms of it is also, we can see in terms of Wi-Fi pattern, we are seeing an increase in price of stock, right? We have discussed about it's taking 1 2 3 4. So it's showing the pattern of Wi-Fi only. Here also it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So it's showing a pattern of Wi-Fi that the operator has started making position. What will be occurring next? So what's next in it, right? So talking about next, we will see the stock have started falling very slow. The falls have slowed down. Retail investors will mostly sell their stock at this price because the stock has fallen from 1600. So they will sell our stock price at 1400, and then there the operators have started opening their position, right? Operators have started making their position when the retailers are selling the stock. So you have to be very well aware where the retailers are making an exit, and then you are making an entry into it with the operators, with the signal of operator, right? And then there will be a weak rebound which will be occurring due to the retailers entering into it, right? Retailers entering into it and making an exit at that rebound. When the rebound happens, and the stock price will again shrink. So just have a look. the stock price again started to shrink. The stock price again started to shrink, right? Because retailers are making the stock to fall. They are making an exit. Retailers are being exited here, and it will fall to a certain level. They will wash out all the retailers from the stock, right? They will wash out all the retailers from the stock, and then there will be a strong rebound happening. So just have a look. There will be a strong rebound. It has started consolidating at this level, and there will be a strong rebound happening after they reach the price of 1485. There will be a strong rebound from here, and this will increase a lot. So that's how operator make profit. When retail investors are reluctant to sell, operators start making their position, and there will be a weak rebound. There will be a shrink due to that. And when operators start making position, they will wash out all the retailers from the market, and they will amplify a lot, and the stock price will keeps on increasing. So this is the example for Reliance. I hope everyone is clear on that. Let's go for the other stock. Let's have a look on it, what stocks we can go. So let's have a watch on Kriti Industries. Can we identify the pattern of Wi-Fi or not, right? So just have a look in this. Can we identify the pattern of Wi-Fi where there's a low volume and suddenly this volume has started increasing? Yeah. So just have a look at this position, right? On the month of June. On the month of June, where the Kriti was around 145, and the operators have started making positions. So just have a look on it, right? Mhm. So now you will understand the positions of operator at this point, right? So now just have a look. There was a slow volume. There was a slow volume continuously, and the stock price have started falling from this level. From stock price have started falling from this level, and here we can see the pattern of here we can see the pattern of here we can see the pattern of a B, right? Here we can see the pattern of B. Just look at it. So we have talked about B here, right? So we can see the pattern of B where the volume have increased and remaining constant at that level, and suddenly the volume have increased. So just look at the trading view, like I will make you look here. So in terms of B, just look at B. The volume has started increasing and it's remaining constant, and suddenly at the fifth pyramid the volume has increased, and it's around 4. So the volume is around 4, and it has increased a lot. So just have a look, it's doing really well. Now we just go to the trading view platform to understand it more deeply, right? Now just look at the positions of Kriti. Is there any main funds entering here, here, here? We cannot see the main funds. But at this point, just look at this point. So I hope you got the clear. Looking at this point, you can see the volume has been low continuously, and then I'll just make an horizontal line to make you more clear about it. So volume was staying constant at around this level, right? The volume was around constant at this level, and suddenly there is a spike in volume happened at this. So there has been a spike in volume, right? The main funds have started making position, and we can see the pattern of both A and B appearing here. The volume has been stayed constant. There is a pattern of Wi-Fi, and also there is a pattern of A and B both are taking their positions. The main funds which shows the pattern of Wi-Fi, and the main funds which shows the pattern of sudden increase, right? So just have a look. The volume was low previously, and now it has started increasing. So this is the positions where main funds have started making entry in it. Kriti Industries. So we will take the last 3 months data to identify the main funds, because the main funds which have occurred recently, it's already have shown its effect in the month of June. So for last 3 months, if we look for the last 3 months, the volumes are not great, and the main funds have also not made their positions very clear, right? The volume has been quite low here, the volume has been quite low, and the main funds have not entered here. So we'll just conclude from our understanding that the presence of main funds are not here. So presence of main funds are not here in this stock. So just go to our another stock where we can identify the presence of main funds. So we have talked about Kriti Industries. There was a no presence of main fund. Let's have a look on RBL Bank, which was our latest hot stock. RBL Bank. Let's have a look on it. Can you identify the presence of main funds? Anyone, guys, can you identify the presence of main funds? Just look at the volumes and the candlestick. Can you identify the presence of main funds here? So the volume has been stayed constant. There is a pattern of Wi-Fi, but the volume is not great, right? The volume has not been great. So there is a no presence of main funds from last three. So no presence of main fund is here. Neither A, neither B we can see. Right. So just look into the another stock, DDV Plastic of ours. So just look at the last 3 months data. Can you identify the presence of main funds? Can you identify the presence of main funds? So from October till now, we cannot identify any main funds appearing. It's just consolidating, and we cannot conclude the presence of main fund here too. So we don't find any presence of main fund here. Now talk about Annapurna we have in our holding. So from last October, can you identify the presence of main fund here? The volume is quite low, so the presence of main funds are not present at Annapurna Swadis too. So we'll just take an example of Poonawalla. Now Poonawalla, we just have a look. Is there any main fund presence of main fund showing or not? So here, just look at this position. Can you identify the presence of main fund? Yesterday we have talked about the presence of main funds at this position, right? The presence of main fund at this position and at this position. So just look at it. Can you identify the presence of main fund at this? Right. So it is showing a pattern of Wi-Fi. So it has started increasing, showing a pattern of Wi-Fi. So just have a look. The main fund started making the position at this point. It was remained constant at 111, and suddenly there was a good spike in it. So just we will make that up and make you very clear. We can see the main funds have started. They are making their position at this level, right? And they have they have made their positions till then. So this is the presence of main funds we are looking. Just have a look. We can see a clear sign of continuous rise, and the volume is also increasing, right? The volume is also increasing. Just have a look. The volume has also started increasing. Right, I hope you are getting my point, guys. The volume has also started increasing, and there has been continuous increase too. So it shows the sign of presence of main funds at the level of 357 to 400. So this is the presence of main funds entering the stock. Now just have a look at this point too. There has been continuous sign. So the main funds have started making their positions, right? The main funds started making positions from at this level, right? Just have a look, they are making the pattern in terms of Wi-Fi. So they have started making position at this level. So we'll just make it up from this to this. So this is the cost for main fund. So just have a look for cost, at what cost they are making the entry. So just have a look on it. So here is the cost for main fund, right? So they have made their positions at this. So just will remove it. We will just add a horizontal line. So just have a look. Here they have made a position at 290, and it was still the level of. They have made their position still here, and there has been an increase. Just look at it, there has been a decrease, a downfall from that position going on continuously. So this is the position when main funds have recently made positions. So this is the 290 is the position where main funds have last made their entry. So we cannot accept fall in that. So this is the strong support in terms of main funds if you talk about, right? This is the strong support if we talk about the main funds. I will just remove this template, right? So just have a look. This is the position where main funds have made their position, because we can see a clear volume, right? A clear volume in it. I will just make the volume more clear so that you are able to understand. So here we can see a clear increase in volume. So what volumes we are seeing? We are seeing the pattern of A and B both. So here we can see the pattern of A, like it's a pattern of B, I guess, right? So we'll write the pattern of B. So in terms of B, it's showing a pattern of B where the stock, they are making the position at 1111, and suddenly the stock price have shoot up, the volume has shoot up. And here we can see the pattern of A. It's making a Wi-Fi. It's showing a pattern of A, right? So just have a look. Here we can see the pattern of A, right? And here we can see the pattern of B. So it's very clear which pattern it is making, and the main funds have entered the market. So their cost is at till 400 to 290. So this is the cost for main funds. So just have a look. They have entered at 290 to 400. So this is the cost, which is a cost for main fund, which is a cost for operators. So just have a look. They have made their positions from 490, 290 to 400, which is their cost. And once the stock reaches this bottom 290, will be buy aggressively for all of us, because they have made their position at this level at 290. So there will be aggressive buy from this level, and once the stock shoots up above the level of 400, we will be seeing a sudden increase in the price. So the main funds have entered the market, right? The operators have entered the market. We will be expecting a rise. Once the stock reaches, there will be aggressive buying at this level, right? At 290, and it will be shoot up to 400, and then again there will be increase in price here. So what we have concluded from this, so just have a look. The stock has started falling, and the stock has like this, the stock has stopped falling. It has stopped falling and it's falls slowly. So the falls have slowed down at this position. So just make that falls slows down here, right? The falls have slows down. Falls slows. Now falls have slowed down. Then what can be the probability? There are two probability which can be occurred here, right? Two probabilities are there. Retail investors will be reluctant to sell. Just add that up. Retail investors are reluctant to sell at this position. And secondly, we have the main force opening the position. Now we can see the main force have started opening the position. Started opening the position. And what could be the possibilities for retail investors when they are reluctant to sell? What can they can do? There will be a weak rebound, and secondly the stock will shrink. So we just need to add this up. There will be a weak rebound and the stock price will shrink, right? The stock price will shrink. And secondly, what can happen when the main funds start making their positions, right? When the main funds start making their position, there are two possibilities. There will be a strong rebound, right? There is a strong rebound, and secondly we have amplify a lot. So the stock price will increase from this level. Just have a look. There is a falls have slowed down from this level to this level. Now the falls have slowed down from point A to B. Just look at its tails and head. The fall have slowed down, and then again at from this point to this point, the fall have been the falls have slowed and the operator have started making position, and the cost which they have occurred is at 290 to 400, which is the cost for operator. So this is the cost for operator. Once the stock reaches the level of 290, that will be aggressive buy when the operator will again started making position, right? And from above 400 they will just make the stock price shoot up, and they will make a smart exit on it. So for today we have understood, right? What we have understood the stock positions which we are talking about. Good stocks do not wash out deeply for a long periods of time, right? We can see the positions of operators taking, right? They make a positions like 111 in terms of good volume, and then again the volume start increasing at this point, at this and this. So this is the position where operators have started making position, and the cost comes out to be 12 by 6, which is 2. So this is the average cost of operators is making. And in terms of B, when the B occurs, the average cost is at 1111 plus 4. It will be 8 divided by 5, which will be 1.6 will be the average cost. So at when the operators make position according to B, that is more beneficial for operator to make out the profit, because they will be able to buy more chips at a lower cost. So this is the thing we have to keep in mind. So B is the best scenario where the operators will be making their profit, right? So we have understood how operators influence the stock price, and how what are the position size they are making, and what will be the cost for the operator. Stay tuned for next live session. Our next analyst Harsh will be coming and explaining you about the more of a trading logic, right? So stay tuned for it.